No. Myself, Jay Mahesh Kumar Choksi. I am a student of MIT, and my current course, which I am pursuing, is Masters of Networking Major in Cybersecurity. So today, I am going to share a topic which is managing junk mails, call, and emails in our life. So let's go to the introduction part of it. Yeah. So what is junk mail? Junk mail is often referred to as a spam, encompasses unsolicited emails sent in a bulk of multiple recipients. It includes various types of harmless advertisements to potentially malicious phishing schemes aimed at stealing personal information. Now, what is the impact of junk mail? It clutters inboxes, consumes time, and can expose recipients to security risks, including malware and identity theft. Understanding the characteristics of junk mail is crucial for effective management. Now, recognizing spam. Common signs of spam include generic greetings, poor spelling and grammar, and requests for personal information. Flam- Familiarizing oneself with these indicators can significantly reduce the risk of engaging with harmful content. Now, what are the strategies for junk mail? Managing junk mail. Utilizing email filters. So, one should most email service offer filter options. Users can set up filters to automatically direct unwanted email to junk folder, minimizing clutter in the primary inbox. Blocking senders. Email platforms allow users to block specific addresses or domains. This action stops future communications from precedent spammers, enhancing an email security. Maintaining privacy. Users should regularly review and adjust privacy settings, limiting the sharing of addresses and employing email aliases can help protect personal information and reduce spam exposures. Reporting spam. Actively reporting unwanted email helps improving spam filters. Users should familiarize themselves with their email providers reporting feature to contribute to community security efforts.
Hi, my name is Nelita. Now, let me explain about two ethical values when it comes to managing junk emails and calls. The first one is privacy, which is about the right to control personal data. The other one is consent, and it is about getting permission to use their data. As technology advances, these values have become essential in maintaining trust and integrity within digital interactions. First, let's look at privacy. Privacy is the right to control one's personal information, keeping it safe from unauthorized access or misuse. In today's interconnected world, safeguarding privacy has become a major challenge, as individuals are often unaware of who's collecting their data and how it's being used. In the context of junk communications, which refers to the things like spam, emails, or unsolicited messages, privacy breaches are common. Companies often gather, store, and share personal data without clear user consent. This is especially true for targeted marketing practices, where organizations use personal data to create customized ads. While it can be convenient for consumers to see personalized content, it raises serious ethical questions about privacy rights. As we consider privacy, several ethical problems comes up. First, organizations might not know each individual's privacy preferences. There are some people who are more protective of their data than others, which creates a complex landscape for companies aiming to respect everyone's privacy. Secondly, there is sometimes a conflict between people's preference and legal obligations. For example, even if someone wishes to keep their data confidential, the government might legally require that information to be revealed. This tension between people's rights and legal duties can make it a challenging task for organizations to navigate privacy concerns responsibly. Now, let's talk about consent. Consent is closely linked to privacy. It's about getting clear permission from individuals before using their data or sending them communications. When a business wants to send marketing emails or telemarketing messages, they are legally required to obtain consent from each person individually. In Australia, the Australian Communications and Media Authority, or ACMA, provides guidelines to help businesses comply with these consent and regulations. For example, before sending marketing messages, businesses need to have the recipient's clear permission. This rule applies even if a third party is sending the message on behalf of the original business. Consent isn't just about getting the permission once. It also involves ensuring that each message contains the necessary information like who the sender is, contact information, and an easy way for recipients to unsubscribe if they want to. Next, my colleague Suresh will explain about analysis of ethical issues.
Hi, this is Suresh Reddy. Like today we are gonna discuss about the topic of analysis of ethical issues. Firstly, we will speak about the definition of junk mail. Junk mail is nothing but often referred to as spam encompasses unsolicited email sent. Managing junk mail calls and email brings up several ethical issues, particularly concerning privacy, consent, and data security. It includes various types, from harmless advancement to potentially malicious phishing scams aimed at stealing personal information. Impact of junk mail. It clutters inboxes, consumes times, and can expose recipients to security risk, including malware and identity theft. Understanding the characteristics of junk mail is crucial for effective management. Recognizing spam. Common signs of spam include generic greetings, poor spellings and grammar, and requests for personal information. Familiarizing oneself with these indicators can significantly reduce the risk of engaging with harmful content. And in this analysis of ethical issues, it contains some important points like privacy concerns. It contains two topics like data connection and surveillance. And whereas coming to data collection, companies gather personal information to identify and filter out spam. Concerns about storage, use, and sharing of this data, potential for misuse or unauthorized access. Whereas coming to the surveillance, monitoring tools can feel intrusive. Balance between ensuring security and respecting privacy is essential. And next, coming to the topic of consent and transparency, opt in and opt out mechanisms. Ethically, managing user data involves providing clear options for opting in or out of communications, empowers individuals to control the types of messages they receive. Whereas, coming to transparency, companies must be transparent about how they utilize personal data. Clear communication regarding data usage policies is vital for building trust. Whereas coming to data security, protection of personal identifiable information, ensuring personal information used in managing junk communications is securely stored and protected against breaches. Phishing and scams. Companies have an ethical obligation to protect users from phishing attacks and scam by implementing robust security measures. Impact on communication, accessibility. Ensure legitimate communications are not accidentally blocked. Avoid hindering the flow of important information. Next, coming to the filtering bias, algorithms should be impartial, avoid disproportionately affecting specific types of communication or group of people. And our next point is legal compliance, regulatory compliance. Follow laws and regulations like GDPR and CCPA. Use personal data responsibly. Reporting obligations. Promptly report any data breaches or misuse. Foster transparency and accountability. At last, training and awareness program for employees, identifying unethical practices, Train employees to recognize and tackle unethical practice in communication management. Regular training sessions can improve skills in handling these situations. Empowerment. Empower employees to report unethical behavior or data breaches without fear of retaliation. Foster a culture of openness and accountability.
Hey there everyone, myself Jay Choksi. Today I would like to have the discussion on the topic the rise of junk mail, spam calls and unsolicited emails. So today we are going to address a pervasive issue in our digital lives like managing junk mails, spam calls and unsolicited emails. As we delve into this topic, it's crucial to consider not only the technological solution available but also the implementations which is ethical that should be coming with it. Wondering about privacy concerns. One of the primary concern is privacy. The data collection necessary for filtering and blocking unwanted communication raises significant privacy and security issues. It's essential that any data collected is handled responsibly, stored securely, and used only for its intended purpose. Transparency in data practices is vital, ensuring users are fully informed about how their information is being used. Now, next topic that we are going to deep dive is consent and transparency, in which a user should have the ability to opt in or out of receiving specific types of messages. Secondly, transparency about data usage and message management practices is crucial in it. We must strike a balance between efficiency and accuracy to avoid inadvertently blocking legitimate communications. And the next part of it is the ethical implementations of AI and automation, in which AI and automation play a very significant role in managing junk communications. However, these technologies must be used ethically. Algorithms should be trained on diverse datasets to avoid biases, and human should always oversight it as he or she can address the errors or the ethical concerns that may arise due to it. And the next topic is balancing efficiency and ethicality. Prioritizing privacy, consent, and transparency helps reduce unwanted messages while protecting our digital well-being. A comprehensive approach that combines technological solutions with ethical standards is needed to effectively manage junk communications. Next topic that we are going to deep dive is potential research questions. As we move forward, several research questions arise like how can we develop more effective and ethical AI driven filtering systems? Secondly, what does the future hold for individual privacy regarding long term data collection and surveillance? Third and the last question, how junk communication management practices avoid disproportionality impacting marginalized communities. The next topic that we are going to cover is technological solutions. Various tools such as spam filters, call blocking, call blocking apps, and privacy settings are available to help manage junk communications. However, these technologies must be developed with ethical considerations in mind, respecting users' right and privacy. Next topic that we are going to deep dive is ethical guidelines. Clear policies on data collection and usage, transparency, and user consent are fundamental. AI algorithms should be responsibly developed and trained to prevent biases and promote fairness. The last topic that we are going to discuss is human supervision. Finally, human supervision is necessary to oversee and resolve any ethical dilemmas. This ensures that the technologies used to manage junk communications are safe and functioning as intended.
In conclusion, managing unsolicited communications ethically is a complex but an essential responsibility. Managing junk mail, calls, and emails requires a balanced focus on privacy, consent, and user respect. Companies that prioritize these aspects not only help to build trust but also uphold ethical standards in communication. By actively reducing spam messages, we help protect online privacy and ensure communication channels remain accessible and safer for all. Emphasizing privacy, consent, and integrating technology with ethical values allows us to contribute to a safer and more effective digital environment. Ultimately, when organizations combine ethical principles with robust technology practices, they help create a digital world that respects personal boundaries, enhances trust, and empowers users. That brings us to the end of our presentation. Thank you all for your time and attention.